hope you're doing your goals. I hope you're writing your goals for March. Because if you guys don't write your goals down, it's very easy to get lost in the month and not realize what you're working toward. Oh my God, if I don't have my goals written down, I've got to have them, because I read them every day off and I say, okay, God, you and I can do this. And I reached my goals this month. And I had a really, really big goal and I reached it, and it just, I hit it, and it makes me happy. So also, I went Emerald earlier this month than I have ever. So that was huge, because my outside leg team, everybody knows, is my struggle. We are all young and growing. And so you guys are growing and you guys are making a difference. So to see the points, it makes me happy, because my outside leg points, my rock star, we're usually neck and neck points wise, and this month I am ahead because of you guys, because of this team. I'm ahead, so that makes me happy, because that means we're growing, and that's a good thing. So anyway, okay, tonight I want to talk to you guys about the Sonia Dudley mindset event. If you guys get a chance to go to one of them, they are amazing. I think that Bridget, Lisa Schreier, our upline, her level, her first strong leg is in Georgia, and that's her first team, and then we're her second strongest leg. It's Bridget, and she's Lisa's little one, and Angel are going to have, I think, a Sonia Dudley mindset event this summer. They were telling me a couple of weeks ago, I think they said they're going to have one. So it's something that you guys should go to. And I'm sure that, there are more. Like, everybody's really talking about having these. They're having one in New Orleans on March 19th. Betsy Colliard is putting it on. But we are doing a Jules event in Birmingham the 19th. So we can't go to that. But all the Alabama Jules are doing a Jules panel, and we're doing it in Birmingham the 19th. But anyway, so I want to talk to you guys. It's all about mindset. If we do not have our minds right, and we're not thinking in positive ways, growing down, always big on positive thinking, and filling your mind with positive things and speaking positive. And then it used to be real big, and then you didn't really hear about it, but y'all, it's so true. What we say to ourselves matters. Okay. So the first thing that Sonia was talking about, because she did a lot of like plexus stuff, even though this was like a John Maxwell type thing. I just want to tell you guys real quick. In your teams, she said, in your teams, if you're taking notes, this is something really good to write down. But excuse me, if with your team, you need to pick 3 runners. You need to pick 3 runners on your team. If you don't have 3 runners, pick whoever the runner is, okay? And you need to say, if there's somebody that's wanting to work the business, you need to tell 1 runner, 2 runner, 3 runners, no more than 3. But you need to tell them to commit to you, because you're going to commit to them, okay? And it works both ways. And what you need to say to them even is, think about this a couple of days, okay? You don't have to make a decision immediately, but I want you to think about this, and I will commit to you if you'll commit to me. And we will work together. Okay. We will work together to do, oh goodness, hang on, sorry. Okay, sorry guys. Okay. All right. I'm back. But I'm I don't know what I did. Okay, whatever. There we go. All right. So when you can send them a message, you could do a group chat, whatever you want to do, and say, okay, you guys, for this is for 10 months. I want to work with you and you work with me, and we are going to, we're going to talk about our strengths. We're going to talk about strengths that you have that we can, pull from, that we can work with, that we can nurture things in you to grow. Require that there the monthly meeting, have local meetings in town. I know that we're starting monthly meetings. Leadership Zoom calls like tonight. Team calls, because I know that with us, Tamara Holloway does a Sunday night call every Sunday night, of course. But she does a team call every Sunday night, and you need to tell those people that you're going to work with, okay, I want you on this call. I want you to take notes from this call, because you guys, and I still do it. I don't always get on the call, but if I ask these people to do it, I'm going to get on the call. A lot of times I'll listen to the recordings, but I have notebook after notebook of notes that I took the very day I started Plexus. I started listening to notes. I started watching videos, and I go back and I find some really good stuff that I forgot about. So it's not hard, but it's just keeping each other accountable, and that is very important. You could just message them like every day. I'm just thinking about you. Who have you reached out to today? Who have you followed up with today? You could just message them something to inspire them. I'm thinking about you, girl. You can do this, or hey, to a guy, I'm so proud of you, Rob, or whoever. You can do this. And then sometimes you may say, hey, what are you thinking about? What's going on? Do you feel that you're being successful this month? Where do you feel like you're faltering this month? Little things like that makes a difference in your team, okay? And so if you pick 2 or 3 runners, like I said, if you only have one, focus on that person. You would be surprised at what you'll get if you focus on them and help them, find their strengths. Okay, so Sonia Dudley, this is just some things I'm going to read to you guys that are very good. You can write them down if you want to. I took tons of notes, but this is some good stuff. Okay, so when we are born, we all are born with, we're born with confidence. We really are. Like, you watch a child, and a child has confidence that we don't even have. I pray all the time that Bella Grace, my little 7-year-old, she has the most amazing confidence, and she can walk in a room, and she's just like her mother. She can walk in a room and she can just, hello, I am here. Like, it makes me so happy. But Sonia was talking about that the other day, that what happens is we're born with a positive mindset. But over time, what happens is not necessarily that they, not necessarily that they mean to, but a lot of times, I'm trying to find this so I can tell you the right, okay. So a lot of times what happens is, as adults, we put fears into our children. So people put fears into us when we're young, okay? She said, you need to think about a time where you did not fear. Like, you felt so strong and you felt so empowered. And you need to think about that, and you need to write it down. When was a time that I did not have a fear of being myself, of not feeling held back by something? That really did something to me, because right now I'm on this journey of finding out why I am who I am, and so many things. It's amazing how leadership can pull out good in you and bad in you. And I've really, over the last 6 months, just really been trying to better Candi. And so this has been really powerful for me. But she says, she says, we can carry a lot of bitterness from someone who hurt us or tore us down. And that's so true. And so many times it's not when, even as adults, like our parents, when they may tell us, and I've seen things in my own life that my mom, it's like we push off our insecurities on our children and we don't even realize it. And so like, I look at things that my mom would say, like she would say that maybe we were in a crowd and we didn't know everybody, and my mom, instead of like something would come up that, I could have done, that I could have reached out and I could have done it, and I didn't have any insecurity, but my mom kind of would shelter me because she might have felt threatened by something. You know what I'm saying? So instead of like letting the child go ahead, do it, because maybe in their life they were held back from something and they didn't get to be free, they just want to protect you. Or maybe they were hurt in an area and they want to protect you because they were hurt. So instead of letting you get your wings in that area, they hold you back. Well, what happens is you limit yourself and you feel limited the rest of your life in that area. And I've had to really see some things as a parent that I've had to let go of, and let Bella Grace and Braden go ahead and try something that maybe I didn't try when I was a kid, that maybe I was held back in that. And she said that a lot of times it's not that they don't want you to do well, it's for protection, or they're sheltering you because, like I said, maybe they got hurt in that area. Maybe they didn't get to have freedom in that area. So they're like, you know what? I don't know where she's going in that, so maybe I should just shelter her. So you have to forgive them, and you have to just, change it in your own life. Okay, I can do this. Even as an adult, there's been things that I have faced that I'm like, you know what? I didn't get to do that as a child, but I'm going to do that because I want to try as an adult. And, she said sometimes our parents, our teachers, or, even people maybe that we went to church with, maybe they weren't given positive affirmations. Like, she said this, and this really resounded with like all the ladies in the group. She said, how many times as a child did you hear, oh, you've got that same potential as I did about gaining weight. Like, they put that on us so early. Like, now you don't want to be Catherine, hey girl, the struggle's real. And my mom dieted my whole life. I tell her all the time, I'm like, you are the one that messed me up with the eating issues, okay? But it's true. Sonia said, and when she said, oh, you're just going to be pudgy like me because it's just in our family, we hear that. And then, I look at pictures of myself when I was 12, 13, and I thought I was fat and I was on a diet. I remember taking Dexatrim when I was in 9th grade every day, and I took salads to school because my mother dieted all the time. So then I'm thinking, I must be fat. Like, I look at those pictures and I'm like, I was skinny. Dang. So it's little things that we put on ourselves and our children and people around us. It's mindset. It's mindset. And she said we need to let go of that because we can be bitter. There are things, I have girlfriends and we talk about things that our moms have put on us that, limitations because, oh gosh, maybe I'm not thin enough. Maybe I'm not tall enough. Maybe I'm, just little things like that. So you have to look at those people. And she said, look at their lives. And maybe it's because they were limited, okay? So that's very important to think about. Sometimes we may have bitterness about ways we were, raised up, or the ways that maybe we didn't have freedom to do certain things, and look at their lives and realize maybe it's because they were limited, okay? But you have to let go of the bitterness. You have to let go of what hurt you. I love this. She said about forgiveness, because I have a hard time forgiving some people in my life. And she said, you need to write that letter you never mail to forgive that one that hurt you. And I love that. Like, there wasn't a dry eye in the house. I mean, everybody was, because that's serious. There are people that have hurt you, and you may never send them that letter, but for your own good, you got to let go. You have to let go. If it's write the letter, tear it up into pieces and just throw it out in the air and be like, I am free from you. I cannot let you hold me captive anymore. I mean, there are things that's what I'm working on, is forgiveness, and realizing that it's not even hurting the person, it's hurting ourselves when we hold on to those things that that hurt us. So, because she said it will hold you back from getting where you want to go. So you have to forgive, you have to let go, because it will hold you back from your future. I mean, why let someone else control the space up here? Why? It's not worth it. And it says, if you do not like the programming in your mind and how you feel about that situation, change it. Only you can change the way you feel about that situation. And we were talking about this. We had an event in Birmingham Saturday, and we were talking about this, and I'd never really heard this before. But your mind, and this is our internal computer, it will process whatever you say, guys. If you say, I am successful, I am beautiful, I am strong, I have purpose, I will get the job done, I will reach my goals, you are telling your mind that. You're telling your internal computer that. It doesn't know any different. That's why if you say the negative stuff, your brain and your mind hear that. So if you say those positive affirmations every day, you are going to believe that. Your brain believes whatever you tell it. Bottom line. And
one of the things you guys said the other day, your brain technically does not know the difference between the truth and a lie.
Right.
So
that's right.
What you're telling it, it has to assume that it's true.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it is, and I'm so like my kids, if I say something negative, since I've been doing all this positive affirmation, when I say something negative, they'll go, Mom, that is not a positive affirmation. You should not be saying that about yourself. And I'm like, oh, you're so right. Thank you. It's good. But and this is something good too. People loan you their thoughts of you, and you just believe it. They tell you something about yourself, and you just believe it. You know, you're a loser. Sonia was saying this, like, as a child, you know, you may, I mean, and not every parent does this, but you may have heard, you'll never amount to anything. You know, you're not the brightest one of the bunch. I mean, things like that stick. When you say stuff like, well, you know, she's not my smartest kid, but I love her anyway. If a kid hears that, then they may believe that. Well, dang, my brother's going to be the smartest one, so I might as well not try. I mean, it really matters what you hear and what you think. So it says, return those thoughts that people put on you. Return all of those negative thoughts, and you are in control of you. I'm telling you guys, I feel so much power when I talk about this because it's so important how we think, okay? And it says, God has not given us the spirit of fear, we know that, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. And your mind cannot be sound and it cannot be at peace when you have negative thoughts. And that fear, that's of the devil, that's not of God. That's not powerful. That's not a God thing. That is, I mean, now thoughts of fear can be very powerful, but that's not a positive thing. And God is not of fear. He is of peace. And so you will have peace in your mind if you let go of all that stuff that other people have told you that you are, okay? So I also want you guys to write down your biggest fears. Like right now in your Plexus business, what are your biggest fears? Like, what do you feel like, I just cannot get past this? And maybe that's why you're not growing in your business. Maybe that's why you're not maybe doing what you should be doing in your business. But I want you to write those down because we all had to write our fears down. Write the fears that hold you back in your business that you feel. Just write them down. I mean, it could be, I feel like when someone asks me about plexus, I clam up in public. I don't know what to say. You know, it could be that, or it could be, I have a fear that none of my family, you know, my family's always talking negative about plexus, so I feel like I can't talk about plexus around my family. I mean, or it could be that, you know, I'm just not outgoing, or I don't feel like that I have that outgoing personality. You know, everybody always says to me, oh, you found the right business because your personality. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I have friends that are very quiet, that are diamonds in the company. It has nothing to do with what kind of personality you have. It's what you believe. It's what you believe about yourself. Is success is because you believe in yourself. So, okay, so those fears, I want you now to write. I want you to write what will combat that. So like, if you have a fear of, I always clam up when someone asks me in public. I'm scared to talk about plexus in public, or I'm scared to explain plexus. You need to write down now what you could do that would be opposite of that, that would combat that. That's what you need to do, and that's what you're going to believe. That's what you're going to start working on. So if you do have a fear of talking about plexus in public, you know, the way I do it is when someone says, if I just hear someone at the cash register in front of me and they're talking about, my God, my uncle has got diabetes so bad, he just had to get the pump. And my ears pop, just like, you know, just pop up like, oh my God, what? Oh, that just hurts my heart, you know, and they've got diabetes. I can't help but not share. I mean, you guys, we have the greatest thing ever. Our products are amazing. And I just say something like, I'm sorry, I wasn't eavesdropping, but you know, you guys will carry on a conversation right here. And I heard that your uncle has diabetes so bad. You know, I'm a part of a company that sells like health and wellness products. And our core product is, it's a pink drink, and it's for diabetic. And like, really? Wow, tell me more. It's that easy. So you guys need to work on that. Get rid of those fears, those things, those big fears that are holding you back in your business, okay? And it says when you clean out the old thoughts and you don't entertain them, and it says when you don't entertain them and believe them, then you put them back. So get rid of the negative thoughts. Put the good thoughts in. I can do this business. I am successful at this business. My team is growing, okay? There's a girl in the company. I put I don't know if y'all watched or listened to the team call with Fallon Black. She's under Sonia Dudley. She was stuck at gold for 18 months. I think it was 18 months. She started saying positive affirmations. My team is the fastest growing in plexus. You know, I will be successful. I will be a diamond. All these positive things. And you guys, she's about to, oh my God, is it almost 10 minutes already? I've got to do the unlimited because I always have so much to say. But she's one of the fastest growing teams in plexus now. She is almost diamond. So who cares that she said at 18 months at gold? Because now look where she's at. Okay. So you just got to have those positive affirmations. Okay. So these are a few things that I'm going to tell you. Okay. So steps to build your self-esteem. First of all, do the right thing, even if it's hard. The right thing. Always do the right thing. Okay. I was always, and I'm sure you've heard, do the right, what is it? Integrity is doing the right thing even when no one's watching. You have to have that because, you know, when you have a clear conscience and you're right with yourself and God, all things are going to be better. Guard your self-talk, and that's what we've been talking about. No more negativity. I mean, it's amazing how I catch myself. When I said something like 3 days before I went Emerald again this month, I said something like, God, just don't know. I don't know if I can do it. And I went, yes, I can, because I have my positive affirmation sitting here, and it said, I will go emerald this month earlier than I did last month. And I did it. It's those little things. Okay, so it says, practice a small discipline every day. Okay, something, to have better discipline in your life, practice that every single day, a small discipline. Okay, that's something that I have to work on, because everybody knows I am very, very helter-skelter. Yes, Amber. Okay. Celebrate small victories. You guys don't, the only victory is not ranking up, okay? You get a person to respond to you that you've reached out to. I mean, hello, that's huge. Sometimes I have people come to me 3 months later that I know they read my message the day that I sent it. And all of a sudden they're like, hey, Candi, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's why follow-up is very important. But hey, Candi, I'm so sorry. I've been so busy. You know what? What is that link? Oh my God, that's the best message ever. I'm like, okay, here it is. But celebrate the small victories. I mean, it could be, got a new customer. Hello, PV is wonderful. And that never gets old. Okay, embrace a positive image for your life. See where you want to be. Embrace that positive image for your life. Where do I want to be? Where do I want to be by summer? What is something that I can attain, okay, by summer? And take responsibility for your life. Don't be a victim, okay? I'm serious. I have a friend, and I swear, her mentality her whole life has been victim. I don't have time for that. I do not have time for a victim mentality. You know what? Life sucks sometimes. Sometimes we are dealt a bad deck of cards, okay? It is not always fun and games. It's not rainbows and unicorns all the time. It's not. But you know what? Move on. Move on. We cannot sit in our self-pity, okay? Because we all have those days that you would want to go back to bed and say, forget it all, okay? Especially right now with our shipping issues, you would love to just shoot the computer some days, okay? Yes, I know. It seems like lately it's gotten worse, and I'm just praying that it's going to get better real quick, because sometimes it's darker before it gets brighter, okay? So hopefully. But, you just have to keep talking through it. Amber, what do you want to say? Oh, you're saying amen. Okay. I have gotten
5 minutes.
Oh, thank you. I thought you were saying amen, sister. Okay. You guys saw that I posted that book, Switch on Your Brain. Kelly Norman did our Jules training. I posted it on our, I posted that little thing of like things to do this month to start your month out. And the book is called Switch on Your Brain. And Kelly, oh my Lord, Kelly Norman is she's a diamond in, I think it's Oklahoma, Colorado, somewhere out there, California. Anyway, I love her spirit. She is an amazing woman, and she is all about loving ourselves as women. And she's about to write a book. And so she's the one that first told us about this book, Switch on Your Brain. And she said, you guys, I'm telling you, this is a game changer. So, I'm just saying, this is something you guys need to. Stop comparing yourself with anyone. Sonia was saying that. She said, listen, someone will always be better than you. That's life, okay? Someone will always be richer, skinnier, prettier, more outgoing. Or to me, sometimes I look at people that are introverted and I'm just like, oh, I wish I could be that way. Because I am like, always out there. There's always somebody that's going to have something you wish you had. Get over it, okay? I bought a little plaque it's going to go in my office, and it says, be the best you, because everyone else is taken. I love that. Because just be you. God gave you your witty sense of humor, your dry sense of humor. He gave you, a round face. I've got a long moon face. He gave us crazy wild hair that I have to straighten. He gave me the nose, the eyes, everything. I'm me, okay? I need to love me. Embrace yourself and be you, okay? Comparison is a game that you will never win. You will never win that game. So stop comparing, okay? Because that person that looks like they've got it all together, not necessarily. Okay, thank you. 3 minutes. They don't have it all together. They may have a child that is giving them fits in high school right now. They may be going nuts dealing with a teenager, or they may have problems in their marriage that you don't know about. I mean, there's so many things. Looks are deceiving, okay? Facebook paints a pretty picture. Quit comparing yourself. Be you and work on you. Just, God, I am not complete because you have not finished me. Until we die and go to heaven, God willing, we're never going to be perfect, okay? Work on what you can. Be thankful for what you have. Every morning I say, thank you, God. You've given me a healthy body and a strong mind. I am blessed. I am blessed in the city. I'm blessed in the field. I'm blessed when I come and when I go. When I sit, when I rise, I am blessed. Okay? We are blessed to be breathing and to be able to get up and move and to talk and walk. Those things, amen, Sister Catherine. I'm telling you,
I have my
power.
I'm like, what?
Girl, it's true, okay? So I know we're about to lose, so I'm going to have to stop. But you guys, I'm telling you, it is all about your mindset. Y'all can turn it on now. I don't care if you unmute now, it's fine. But it's all about your mindset. So if anybody has anything to say, feel free.
Girl, go watch my video I did earlier.
Is it all what I was talking about?
Yes.
I love it, Catherine.
I love y'all.
How many pounds have you lost now, Catherine?
110.
Holy cow. Oh, I love that you're a part of our group.
I love it too. I'll be here next week. It's every Tuesday, right?
Every Tuesday at 9 Central Standard Time.
I'm writing it in pen. It'll be there.
Do I need to start tagging you in it when Amber or whoever posts it?
Yes, tag me. I mean, I normally see them when they come up, but tag me.
Anybody else have anything to say?
Go get the book by Joy Haney, The Power of Positive Speaking.
Yes.
Phenomenal. I'm telling you.
Yes. Joy Haney.
Joy Leaning. Okay.
No, Haney.
Oh, okay.
Haney.
Yes.
She's amazing.
Phenomenal.
She is amazing. She has so many good books. Doesn't she have a book about like the power of prayer or something, I think, too?
Tons and tons.
So many good books, yeah.
That one there is right on the line of what you're talking